Right, what's up guys, and welcome back to Matt Catches. And as you can see, I'm on a different location. I'm in my back garden. This video has been requested quite a bit. I know a few people have been asking, because it's been about 18 months since the last one, but you all wanted another setup video. So I'm going to be doing my summer / autumn setup, fishing setups. We've got my bivvies, my bed chair, my camera gear. I'll be going through the lot, so make sure you stay tuned. I'll try and put some timestamps down so you can flick to whatever you want and see different bits of tackle. So yeah, without further ado, let's get to it. I've got a lot of stuff to go through, so yeah, pay attention. Right, so the first things I'm going to go through, I'm going to go through my bivvy and my brolly system. So for my bivvy, I've got a Nash Titan TC Pro that I got second hand off Facebook. That's with the ground sheet, the bivvy, which is made out of Aquatex material, which is 10,000 hydrohasic head, which keep you waterproof. It's kept me waterproof in the worst of rains, worst of storms. I've been absolutely fine in there. And it's also got a inner shell, so we're like the mesh shell on the inside. It's got one of them to stop condensation and keep you a bit warmer in the winter with the built-in ground sheets. I've had that Nash Titan probably I'd say about 8 months now. I've used it in some absolutely terrible weather. I've used it all winter. It's kept me really warm, really dry, and it's never let me down. It's rock solid. I've seen a photo of Ali Amidi standing on top of one on. I'm not going to try that because I'm about twice as big as Ali Amidi, so I'll probably go straight through it. But I do believe they're incredibly strong. It's rock solid in the ground. It's never let me down, and it's basically, if you've seen the Nash Titan T1, it's basically the T1 but a bit smaller, so it stands for Titan Compact, the TC Pro. So it is an absolute fantastic bivvy, and I got that for £230 I think, with the ground sheet and the inner capsule, second hand on Facebook Marketplace. One of the best purchases I've made throughout the winter. And second, what is my brolly system? So my brolly system, as you've probably seen from all my past videos and my first ever tackle review, I've got the Aqua Fast and Light brolly system. I've got the brolly itself and the overwrap for it. I never got the ground sheet because I could never find them anywhere. They were always out of stock. And I mean, when I was using the brolly system, it's normally summer anyway, so I didn't really need one. The Aqua brolly is 10,000 hydrostatic head, which is basically how waterproof it is. That's a breathable Aquatex material, which I found is extremely durable. I've had it about 2 years now. It's never let me down. Used it through summer, I've used it through winter, I've used it through snow, rain, heat waves, and it's never let me down. I will say the material does get really hot under the sun, so it keeps you out of the shade and stop you sunburning, but it's like an oven. So that's why I'd use it as a brolly in the summer, basically, because you've got all the front off and you let some ventilation through. The overwrap, also, I think that's 5,000 hydrostatic head, so not quite as waterproof as the brolly itself, but that'll do more than enough throughout the winter just to keep the heat in, keep you waterproof, and just even if it does get through the overwrap. It's not getting through the brolly, let's be honest. I think it's a 55-inch brolly system, so it's not quite the big 60-inch, but it fits in my Nash Indulgence, fits that absolutely perfect in there. So I've got no flaws about that. That's my bivvy, my brolly system done, so I'm going to get onto I think I'll go bed chair next. So what is my bed chair, my sleep system? I spent quite a bit on my sleep system because I believe it's one of the things you've got to have comfort on the bank. It's going to keep you dry, keep you warm, and obviously you need a good night's sleep in between those runs in the night when you get a fish. So I've gone for the Nash Indulgence SS3. That's the 5 season, so it's got like 2 quilts on it. It's got a 3 season and then a 2 season layer on top. It's not the MF60, so it's not the memory foam, because I've heard they hold quite a lot of smell and it can get damp, and they tend to be quite warm in the summer. So I've gone for the SS3, which is a standard foam. And on top of that, I've got the I've got the Nash Winter Shroud, which is an extra 1 season and gives you a waterproof layer, so that'll make it up to 6 season in the winter. And I've done nights under the stars just with no brolly, no bivvy, just with the bed chair, and that's solely because I've taken the winter wrap with me and I've put that up, prop one end up on a bank stick by my head, and I've been able to get a good night's sleep. Even when it's been light raining, bit of drizzle, I've been absolutely dry under there, because I think that's 5,000 hydrostatic head if I'm not wrong. It's got a nice camo pattern, so you blend in nice with the bank, you keep a low profile, put your bags under your bed, and it's absolutely spot on. I couldn't fault it one bit. To pair that up, I just put my standard, I take whatever pillow I have at home, take that fishing with me on the bank, and I think that's the best combination you can get. Better than the Nash Indulgence pillow, because well, it's not your own pillow. So yeah, next I'm going to get onto my rods, my reels, spod rod, spod reel, and yeah, stuff like that basically. So yeah, right, so fish of the week. I know you guys have been wanting me to do this, and I've put it off about 3 weeks, simply because I kept forgetting when I was on the bank. But I'm here now. This is going to be the first fish of the week. So if you don't know what fish of the week is, basically my Instagram will be a link in the description. So I want everybody who watches this video, I want you all to send me over a photo of some of your best carp that you've been catching. I want some of your best carp, even if it isn't your best carp, some of the fish you've been catching, and I'm going to go through, pick a winner each week, announce it on the YouTube video. You'll get a shout out, and I'll put you up on my Instagram and I'll put you up on my YouTube. So there'll be a link down below to Will I Carp, who has won this week's competition with an absolutely stunning mirror. There's a little photo there if it'll focus, but it's a cracking fish, that is. Really cracking fish, and I'm going to put a photo up right here, so you should be able to see the photo there. His Instagram will be linked down below, so make sure to go over it and check that out, because that is an absolutely stunning mirror. I wish I'd been catching like he's been catching, but no, I've been blanking. Every time I record a blank. I don't know why, but I get out and I record every single session and I'm bound to catch a fish, so don't worry, there will be some fish coming soon. So yeah, Will I Carp, congratulations for winning this week's fish of the week, and yeah, back to the video. Right, that was a nightmare write down. I've been writing down what rods and nets and reels and the line I've got on, so I'll talk you through that now. So for my main rods, my actual 12 foots, I've got 2 Freespirit 12 foot 3 1/4 test curve carp rods. The reels are paired up with them. I've got the Shimano Ultegra 14,000 XTDs. There's some absolutely cracking reels, cracking rod combination. You can probably get about 100 yards with a small size PVA bag on. You can't really get much of a further cast than that. They are more plain rods, but plain rods, they are absolutely fantastic. They're almost unbeatable. Like when the fish shakes its head, it just absorbs the shock, absorbs the blow, and you have a better hook. Well, you'll land more fish basically. You'll lose less fish on them because it stops the fish pulling the hook out and snagging when you've got a stiff rod. It's a nice through action rod, nice curve on it, and it has been absolutely cracking for playing fish, and it's never let me down. The line I've got on them Shimano Ultegra 14,000 XTD reels, I've got the 15 pound ESP Sincro line on each reel. 15 pound. It's really like abrasion resistant. It can put up to a lot. It's got a bit of stretch in it. The only thing is it's slow taking on water, so it does sink quite slow, but I've seen people, they'll stick the reels of line into water the night before they go and they cast them in, and it sinks absolutely fine. And then I've also got a spool for each reel of the Corda long chuck, the 12 pound to 30 pound tape of the line. I've got that for when I'm going to the big lakes, casting out. I've yet to spool that up, I've yet to try it, so I'm really looking forward to that. I'm really hoping it does make a difference, because some of the lakes I fish, shock leaders are banned. But you can get away by using this long chuck tape of the line. And then I've got, for my little stalking rod, I've got a little Nash Dwarf 9 foot, 3 pound. It's got a nice little cork handle on it. That rod, I've only had it a couple of times. I've had a couple of little carp, a couple of tench on it. It's been absolutely amazing for playing rod. It's going to be my number 1 rod. I'm going to keep it in my car all the time now. So if I'm ever driving home and I fancy going fishing, I've got it with me and I can just chuck it in and hopefully have a fish out. The reel I've got on that, I've got the Daiwa GS4000 LTD. That reel is absolutely amazing. They are quite pricey for what you get, but they are a really nice reel. They've got really nice drag on them, really nice clutch on them. The handle packs up, it's got a quick release on the handle, and it pairs up with that 9 foot dwarf incredibly, and I've just got some 12 pound ESP line on that. For my spod and marker rod, I've got a Freespirit SPM spod rod. That's 12 foot, and I've paired that up with just an Akuma spod reel. I don't know what model it is, but it's the one that comes with braid already preloaded. But I'll tell you now, if you do get it, take that braid off straight away. It's absolutely rubbish. I've swapped that out for the 20 pound spod braid. I think it's by Spon, the red stuff. I don't know the exact model, but it's 20 pound Spon braid. And I've got a Corda Armo 30 pound shock leader on that, and that has been absolutely amazing. I can cast out 120, 130 yards with that. That's with a big Spon one. I haven't actually gone for distance with a little midi on yet, so I am looking forward to trying that, and I do want to see how many wraps I can get out with that. Then for surface rod setup, I've used this a bit this year. I used it a bit last year. Brought the rod off my dad. It's a Fox Horizon X 12 foot 2 1/4 pound test curve surface rod. I've got an Akuma AK 5000 bait runner reel on it. The reason I've got that reel on is because that was off my old 10 foot Nash Colts. They were a pair of cracking rods, but I've sold one of them and then replaced them with 9 foot dwarfs. I've got one of them reels on it. It's absolutely fantastic reel. It's never let me down. I think it cost me 30 quid and you get a 5-year warranty with it. So yeah, and you get 2 spools, so I mean it's absolutely amazing, and it does perfect for surface fishing. It pairs up beautifully with that rod. And for my landing net, I've got, for when I'm going around stalking in the edges of my dwarf or surface fishing, I brought a little Avid, is it Avid or Advanti, a little telescopic net handle. I think it cost me about 30 quid from Angling Direct. But it telescopics down to 1 metre and extends out to 2 metres. It's rock solid, really lightweight. It's perfect for when you're walking around the lake, stalking, hunting them fish, and it's just perfect for keeping in your bag and in your car. And then for my main landing net, I've got a Sonic Vader X standard landing net. It's 42-inch net on it, and I also use the same net and I put it on the Advanti pole for when I'm stalking. It collapses down really nice, really quick, easy to use. I've had that for about 2.5 years now. It's never let me down. Build quality is amazing. I think it cost me about 45 quid. Absolutely amazing, can't fault it one bit. So there are my rods, my landing net. So what else have we got to get through? I've got my Barrow, I've got my tackle, unuki mat, fish care, waders, water, tackle bag, camera gear. I know you want camera gear, so I'll do that now for you. So yeah, camera gear. Ooh, get sat back down, it's getting there. I'm doing quite a bit of writing here. I didn't expect to do this much writing, but so the one you've been waiting for, my camera gear. What camera gear do I use to take photos of my fish? Do these videos as you're watching now. So basically I'm going to go through it now. Pretty simple. I've got my main camera here, which you're looking at me now through, is the Canon 90D. I've paired that up with a Sigma 18 to 35mm f1.8 lens. That is the best combo I think you can get for video, photo, anything on the Canon 90D. It's an APS-C sensor, so it's not a full frame sensor, but it's got, I think the specs, it can run 4K, 30 frames per second and 32 megapixels if I'm right. That's basically what I use for my main camera. The microphone, I've got a Rode video mic, Micro Go I think it is, just a little one, the standard one that you don't have to faff about with. I've tried having a bigger one, but it's just switching it on and that, and it's just a hassle. So I've gone back to the video micro, and it is absolutely amazing. It's there, it's a good microphone, and I can't fault it. And then also to go on the end of that Sigma 18 to 35mm lens, I've got a K&F variable ND filter. I don't know which exact one it is. If I find it, I'll put a link in the description. I'll put all this camera gear, I'll put a link in the description too, so if you want to have a look at anything, you can flick it over and have a look. But it's a variable ND filter, and what that does is it's basically, you can keep your ISO really low, keep your F value really low, so you get a blurry background, as you can see, and your shutter speed at the right shutter speed, so you get the right motion blur when you're moving around, and it's not all blurry and you're moving weird. And that's basically, sum it up, you go brighter and darker without actually adjusting the camera. So that's basically my big camera, and I've got that on I brought this off Lost and Fishing's cousin, a K&F KF28, don't hold me to that, it could be wrong, but just a bigger tripod for it, so it can take the weight of the camera, because it weighs an absolute ton. So I've got that on a nice sturdy tripod, so it won't go anywhere. And then for my second camera over here, I've got a Sony ZV-1. I haven't had this long, it's relatively new. I think it's got a what lens has it got on it? Something 22 to 35mm lens, I think. But it's just a point and shoot camera, so the lens you can't change it. It's built into the camera. I think that's f1.8 to f2.8 on the lens, like the f value. It's got a built-in ND filter, and it's done me pretty well. The battery life's good, it's weather sealed, and it's just really portable. It's got your flip-out screen, really portable. I'd take it anywhere, just keep it in my pocket. And I've just got that sitting on my old Manfrotto, I don't know how you pronounce it, but I've got that on a Manfrotto compact travel tripod with a nice handle on it. That was my old tripod, my original one for my big camera. It's that heavy now. Every time I put it on tripod, it'll just tilt forwards because of the weight of the lens. So I've got that on a small compact tripod. So that's my camera setup for the moment. It's absolutely amazing for video and doing anything. It's a lot of weight, a lot of extra weight to carry around, but it's worth doing it because I love making the videos, and especially get some cracking photos with it. So I just love doing it. So next, what should I talk about next? Right, so what do I do when I've caught a fish, I've got it to my net? What's next? It's the fish gear. So the fish like care, your unhooking mat, your weight sling, your scales, such and such of stuff. So basically, for my unhooking mat, I've got a Fox Easy Mat. It's my dad's old one, he's let me use it, and I've used that so far. It's been absolutely amazing. It's got the sides on so the fish can't flap out. Well, it can jump out, but you don't let them jump. It won't slide off the mat if you're on a slope, and it's got a lot of cushioning to it, and it is just a cracking mat, nice and lightweight, and I can't fault it. I've got, for my weight sling, I've just got an NGT retaining sling. Weight and that, I've got, I don't know what it is, just a little mesh weight sling. I found it once when I was fishing, just goes up into a ball, and it's good for when you go around stalking. But when I actually go out carp fishing, I take an NGT retaining sling. I think I got it for about £25 off eBay, and it's done me absolutely amazing so far. It is quite heavy, and the build quality isn't the best because it's NGT, but it's done the job so far, so hopefully it'll do the job for a bit longer. And for my scales, I've got the Corda limited edition something scales. I don't know what they're called, they're not the digital ones, they are the, no idea, but I know it's like, it's like a clock face, and it's analog. I don't know the word, not smart enough for that, but I've got some Corda limited edition scales. They've done me absolutely amazing. I think they go up to about £50 on them, which, oh, it'd be more than that, and hopefully I can catch a fish that big one day. I've yet to, BB's only £27, but hopefully one day I can get out there, go down linear again and have that, what is it, bit out of B1, we've got the Brasenose Beast or something I think it's called. Correct me if I'm wrong, because I probably am wrong, but yeah, Brasenose Beast, I'm coming for you. Right, so I don't really know what to put these categories in. Like the stuff that I've got, I don't know what category to put them in, so these things are going to be bundled together. It's going to be my Barrow, my waders, my water bottle, and just my buckets in general that I keep all my bait in. So for the Barrow, I've got a 19 something, like the year the 1900s, late 1900s, a Carp original Mark 1 coarse Barrow. It's got a big wheel on it, does the job, it's got a bag on it, and it's carried me fish stuff around many a lake, so that's all I can say about that. It's a good Barrow, and it's lasted me a while. I've replaced the wheel bearings in it. Carp Porter make great barrows. I think they're top mate for barrows. So if you do need a wheelbarrow, spend extra money, get a Carp Porter. And then for my waders, I've got the Vass lightweight waders. They're still the latex, nice thick stuff, but they're not the big heavy ones with the yellow straps. These are just the Vass lightweight ones. They've got white and black straps on, they've got a little pocket in the front. They've been absolutely amazing, full body up to your chest, and yeah, can't fault them. Finally, for my water bottle, I've just got a Ridge Monkey water bottle, 5 litre water bottle. If I need to take more water, I'll just buy them 2 litre bottles, but for the general the time, go for the day, go for a couple, like 2 nights as a push. But normally, generally, 24 hours, you are good with a 5 litre water bottle. Cooking my pot noodles, washing my dishes, having something to drink, generally okay with that. So that's what I use, just the Ridge Monkey one. It's got a little spout on it, turn the little tap and you pour your water out, so it's nice and easy to use. And yeah, that's my water bottle. So next I got into my tackle bag, what I've got inside, and then I think that's pretty much it. Whew, right, I'm back. I've been writing down even more kit. I thought I was nearly done. No, I'm not. So basically, I'm going to go through now. I didn't mention my distance sticks, didn't mention my Bivvy table, didn't mention my bag, my holder, my camera bag, all the stuff inside my bag. So yeah, I'm going to go through that. So basically, for my distance sticks, I use the Fox distance sticks, just I think they were £9.99 from my local tackle shops, the black and red ones, red cap on them. They've been absolutely fantastic. I've only used them a couple of sessions because I lost my old ones, but yeah, can't fault them, been mint. My rod bag, I've got a Avid 3 rod bag, well I think it's an Avid 3 rod bag. I got it for free, someone was giving it away and kindly gave it to me, and now that's my main rod bag. It's done me amazing so far. It's not the prettiest, not the most lightweight, but it does keep my rod safe, which is all I'm really bothered about. What do I use for my bank sticks, my alarms, and my butt rests? I'm sure you'll all be wondering. So for my bank sticks, I've just got myself the Nash something, just the standard back and front rod rests, the double ones, and then just the standard Nash bank sticks go underneath them with the screw thread on, so they screw nice into the ground and they lock in. They're absolutely fantastic so far. I haven't had a problem with them. And then for my alarms, I've got the ProLogic Bat Plus alarms. They come with a receiver. I got them in a 3+1 set for I think about £100 from Go Outdoors. I've had them submerged in water when the lakes are flooded and my rods have been underwater. Never let me down. The receiver's spot on, fully waterproof, really lightweight, really compact, and with the built-in snag ears, it just makes them that much better. And then for my butt rests, I've just got the some Fox little butt rests, little tiny things. Just they grab hold of half your back of your rod, and I'll find them making the model, but they are absolutely fantastic. They're really small. They don't look like they could grip your rod like they do. But they really grip on, keep hold of it, stops it sliding. I've never had it get pulled out with the rod rest or even pulled forwards. So they've been absolutely perfect. That's my bank stick and alarm setup. So yeah, next my tackle bag. Right, so for my actual tackle bag and what have I got in my tackle bag, I'm sure that's a question you're all wondering, but don't worry, I'm here, I'm about to answer it. So for my tackle bag, I've got a solid undercover holder, I think it's the size of large. It's got a pocket either side, one at the front and a big main pouch in the middle. It's brilliant, it's got a nice like waterproof bottom on it, nice hard wearing one, and I haven't worn through that yet, even though I've been on a lot of pebbles, been on a lot of like, it will, if you're in mud, it says it's waterproof, but it will leak in. It's not completely waterproof, nothing ever is, but it will put up to a bit of wear and tear, a bit of throwing it about, and yeah, it is great for what it is. The only thing I wish it could improve on, I want to get a tackle bag, like the hard shell ones, a bit taller, and then it stops your stuff getting lost, because it's got a really big floppy lid on it, and when you're trying it, you can't organise your stuff, especially because you pick it up and everything's just mixed back up again in the bag. So I do want to get a nice like hard shell bag, preferably a rucksack, and then I've got it for when I go on my day session stalking as well. Inside that, I've started off from tackle box and my rig box. I've just got a really old quarter rig box, nice long one. I do want to swap it for one of the small sized rig safes, but in there just keep your spinner rigs, all the rigs I make up and I use when I go fishing. And for my tackle box, I've gone with the Quarter Basics tackle box, because even though it may be small, it is mighty. You put absolutely everything you need will fit in there. You can really cut down your gear, and when you're sorting out from your old tackle bag, you look through and you think, oh, I haven't used this in ages, and you put in what you need. I've got enough in there to make any rig that I need, doing bottom baits into pop-ups with cork. I can even keep rigs in there. You keep up to 8 rigs in there, which is absolutely amazing. It's got a load of compartments in the lid where I've got swivels, hooks, pop-up baits, plastic baits, anything, you name it, it's in the lid of that box. It's absolutely amazing, and I can't fault it one bit. And then finally, well not finally, second to finally, what do I use for my cooking? For my cooking, I've got a Tracker Armalite, I think it is, stove. Absolutely amazing stove, really efficient on gas, because the gas will come out through the pipe and it'll go back through the flame and it heats it up, and when it heats it up, gas expands and it burns at a really high temperature, and you can really save your gas when you're using that. I've never had a problem with it, and it's even got a little self sparker on it so you can ignite it without like needing a lighter or a match. And then to go with that, I've got the small Fox windshield. Been absolutely brilliant, covers a flame, covers a kettle, so what more do I need to say? And I've got I don't know the make of the kettle. I used to have an ESP kettle, but this one I got offline. My dad's got an old one that used to be Tracker, but this one's a new one. I don't know what the make is, but it's a titanium, I think it is. Titanium kettle, really lightweight, and I've just done a paracord handle on that. I think it holds 600 millilitres of water, so I can make 2 good sized cups of tea, and it just boils really quick, really simple. It's got a wedging take on and off, so I on occasions, when I haven't got a pot with me, I will cook like beans and sausage and that in the kettle. I know it sounds daft, but I've had a lot of people laugh at me, but I do it, it works, and you clean it out without leaving a mark, because it is just bare metal. And finally, how do I keep myself lit up? Like my peg, where does all the light come from? And my power bank also. It's all Ridge Monkey, that's why I'm going to conclude it into like one little category. But I've got the Ridge Monkey, I think it's a 3000 head torch, the bigger one. It's got your green mode on it, it's got your wide beam and your super like narrow beams, and you can see all the way across the lake, and that has been absolutely fantastic. Battery life's rechargeable, and it's waterproof, and it floats. I know I've dropped it in the water before, luckily it floats, it's waterproof, otherwise that would have been gone forever. So it's a mint head torch. I'm sure if you've used it on yourself you would agree with me, but I can't fault it one bit. It's got to be one of the best head torches on the market. It does come in pricey compared to the others, but I would say when you're dealing with a fish and it's cold and it's wet and it's windy, the last thing you want is not being able to see what you're doing, so it's definitely worth getting a good head torch. And for my Bivvy light, I've got the Ridge Monkey X Lite or something. It's a really lightweight one. It does have a remote for it, but I've never really used it. It's just a lightweight, literally the Ridge Monkey Lite, the Bivvy Lite, and ultra lightweight. The battery life, I think it's like 18 hours. It's absolutely incredible. It's got your green colour on it, it's got your red colour on it, and it's got your white. You can adjust all the brightnesses, and it's waterproof. Never had a problem with it. And I also got a little mount, so I can screw the mount onto a bank stick, put the light into it, the Bivvy light, and use it for when I'm filming, say I have a fish at night. Got my camera set up on the tripod on my bank stick here with my Ridge Monkey. I've got a light going, so it lights up the shot, so I get better photos, and I can see what I'm doing. And then for my power bank, finally, the final last item, I've got a Ridge Monkey 26,000 milliamp power bank. It's the wireless charging one. It's got wireless charging on top, and which is really great, especially when your USB ports are full. Like, especially for me, charging my camera gear, it's meant to have the wireless charging. I can leave it on my Bivvy table, everything's charging. It's got 2 USB 3.0 ports. It's got a USB-C port, and it's got a little round port, so I can put an adapter in it, and I can run stuff off a cigarette lighter. So say I've got a portable microwave. I've never tried it, but I presume you could run a portable microwave off it. But more realistically, like the Nash heated blanket, for the Nash Indulgence heated blanket, you can plug that in and run that off the Ridge Monkey power bank. So that's brilliant for 48 hour. But if I wanted any longer than that, I'd probably get the big Fox Halo one. They come in better value for money, and they have a lot more power in them. Oh yes, that was it, my chair. What chair am I sitting on right now? I've got a really old Nash Slumber recliner, it says on it. It was my dad's. It's about 30 years old. It's never let me down. It's got your adjustable feet on it. It's pretty comfy. I mean, you can definitely sit here for a day or two. And yeah, mint. That's my chair that I'm sitting on. So that concludes the roundup of all my gear. So now I've got to go and do shots for all of them. It's going to take a while. Right guys, that concludes this week's video. I really hope you enjoyed it. A lot of work went into making this video. Just getting all the shots, getting all the writing everything down, getting everything out. It's still all behind me now. It's going to start raining, so I've got to get it back inside. And just planning the whole video out. I know there'll be a lot of editing, so Mark, I apologise to you in advance, to myself. If you've seen this, I've obviously edited, so congratulations, Matt. Job well done. Hopefully it's a good video. And yeah, it's been, if you want me to do some reviews of stuff, like reviewing any products that I've got, anything I haven't got, let me know and I'll try and get hold of them, do some reviews for you. And don't worry, I will still be out on the bank next week. I want to get an updated setup for summer, or spring, summer and autumn out of the way. So don't forget, fish of the week, ping them over to my Instagram, link will be down below. So yeah, as always, Matt Catches signing out, and I'll see you in the next video.